Hi guys, welcome to my Bajerski YouTube channel. It's evening now. It's been a very interesting morning, interesting afternoon, how things happen. But it's a great day. I've been really excited about today. I've been working on Moldavite and Herkimer diamond rings, which are nearly ready to go on the website. Moldavite and Herkimer's, my new collection coming soon, so I've been working on them tonight and I'll be working through the night with them as well. So it's been an interesting day today, guys, and of course you're looking at the Academy healing room in a different angle. So I thought we'll just change it around a bit because it looked a bit dark at that angle. So yeah, you can see the back of me now. Yeah. That's one of the healing beds. The other two healing beds are out there, and there's another healing bed here. We normally have 4 healing beds through the 4 days of Pure Energy Healing Practitioners course. But how are you doing, guys, anyway? Welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. What are we going to talk about tonight? Well, I think we should tackle how to accomplish many things. And what that means is, in my world, is that I often see people who struggle with multitasking and they break down. And that's similar to life, if you think about it. Okay, it's a little bit like life. We break down when we have too much going on at any one time. And there's a philosophy in there with me, and I've noticed with a lot of people how they break down so easily because they feel as if they failed because they haven't accomplished everything, or they can't control their life because of this and because of that, and it becomes a tangle web. And I totally understand. It happens to everybody. What I find fascinating now is how I've changed my life to not allow those things to affect me anymore as they used to do very much. And what that means is I would never have any time for anybody. I'd be like the Scarlet Pimpernel. I'd be off. And if somebody tried to speak to me, I'd speak to them for 2 minutes, and then the 3rd minute I'm thinking where I should be. So I was never really able to have a conversation as I should have done. And people deem me as rude, but I wasn't rude. It's just I had so many things to do and I didn't know where to begin or how to begin. And basically I ended up, like most of us, chasing our tail like a dog. And you know what that gets you, right? Nowhere. But it's fun to watch. So yeah. So how did I break that momentum? How did I overcome, and how did I master that? So that's a really good question. So I was thinking about that just before I made the video, and then I thought, well, why don't you break it down like you did today? I thought, okay, so that's what I'll share with you. So my life this morning, I woke up and I had so many things I wanted to do, but one specific thing I needed to do was to do a video on my experience of meeting somebody that I thought wasn't born from this world. So that was the first thing. I got that over and done with, and then I had a load of Moldavite rings that I needed to work on and put out and take photos of for the website. I then had a special ring for the person that I love, which is extremely beautiful, and I needed to work on that. Then I had to do some work on the website. Then I had to go to my accountants. Then I had to tidy this place up. There were certain things that needed tidying throughout the whole of here. I had to paint. I had to do some painting, repainting. And I had to do some work, some more work on PayPal and Stripe. So I had to do lots of different work in all different angles. I also had to sort out some drawers where my crystal's going. That's in a day for me. Now you might think, what the hell? How did you manage that? Well, I'll tell you how I managed it. I walk from one end of the room and walk to this end of the room, and the first thing that I feel is important, I need to do, I start working on and start doing. So as I'm working on that, if I see something else that I feel is more important to do, I'll stop working on that and then start working on that. And I'll start working on that till either my mind says, oh, you forgot you should do this, then I shoot off and do that. So then when I've done that, I remember, oh, I need to do this. And then I do that. And by the end of the day, okay, I've done practically everything. Now, the things that I haven't done weren't as important than the things that I actually got done. Now that I look at things and realize, oh, I've actually done nearly everything. But I think the moral of this story and this video and this self-help video is I didn't put pressure on myself, 1. 2, whenever I felt a need to do something else, I didn't get upset because I left that thing to do something else. And then from there, when I felt that I was either bored doing that because, I'd rather be doing something else, then I'd stop that and go and do something else. So I think the moral of this story is I always have fresh energy to start a new little project and keep going back to it with a new energy and a new fresh energy. So I think my philosophy in life now is if you get bored of doing something, or if you think something else is as important, as more important, then go and do that. It's not that I'm pushing anything aside, because I know that everything that I need to do is as important and should be and will be done. But I think I don't put pressure on myself. I think so many of us put pressure on ourselves to say, okay, I've started it, so now I'll do it. And I think, really, is that what our higher self wants? Well, first of all, if I'm doing it and I don't feel like I want to do it, then that's my higher self saying, oh, come on, do something else. And I don't like to be bored in a day. I don't like to sit in the computer. I'm not somebody who says, okay, today I'm just going to work on the computer. No, it never happens. Even though at one time I used to listen to many people saying, if you're going to do something, stick at it till you finished it. To a degree, I think that's good. But for me, and maybe a few of you out there, I might be changing your mindset and saying, you know what? Maybe it's healthy to stop doing something and move on to something else. And then when you feel energized enough to go back to it because it may be more intense, then you've got this energy to continue that beautiful energy that needs to be directed on a specific subject. Or take, for instance, like I needed to do some painting. So I thought, okay, I'm not ready to paint yet. And then all of a sudden through the day, okay, I'm ready to do a bit of painting. Now, did I say that because I've done everything else? No, I said it because I felt my energy was right, or I felt I was in the right frame to paint. So now I can relax a bit. So I do a little bit, and so I did my painting and thought, okay, I've done painting now, I need to do this now. So it might sound chaotic, it might sound all over the place, but actually that's the story of my life. I never plan anything, and yet everything plans out itself. I trust in everything. I don't worry about things. And the only time I worry about things is when somebody expects something from me. That's when it throws everything out. And that's why I try and keep everybody away and say, hey, it will be when it will be. Just because what you want should not interfere and cause me pain and suffering. Just because you're either selfish or you've no patience, and you see how people can get, and that can affect you. So you've got to understand that to find your balance in life, you really have to try and find your own footsteps and not rely on other people or need other people in your life as such as, you know what, I can handle this myself, I can do these things. And not promising people too much and everything, and is another thing that you have to be aware of. I've stopped promising things. I realized that got me into trouble. I'm not doing that no more. You know what? If I'm going to be there, I'll be there. If I'm not, I'm not. Okay? Like, take it or leave it. I'll try and finish that and when it's ready, it's ready. I can't say when it's going to be ready, but I promise you the moment it's ready is going to be the most perfect time for you. And that's the truth. That isn't a lie. That isn't a cop-out. I'm not lazy. It's just that, you know what? When I'm ready to work on a crystal that somebody may send me to work on, I work on it when I'm ready, not when somebody demands. In fact, when somebody demands, I send it straight back and say, I'm not the person for you. Because I don't work on the same principles that many people have been indoctrinated or brainwashed to believe that you need it now. No, you don't need it now. No, it's not important. No, it's not important. Everything is as it should be. It's all fine. Unless, of course, you're getting married and you need a ring for that day. But you know what I mean. I just find myself now flowing in life and trusting that everything is as it should be. And it really works for me, guys. And I don't know if this video helps and you think, you know what, Mike, you talk such rubbish. You know, you've created your life like that and you can do what you want now. Well, yeah, that's right, I have. Yeah, and I did it because I wanted to do it. Well, I can't do that because of this, because of that. Well, okay, you blame. But you know what? I did the same thing and, you know, I changed it. And I thought, my life is more important. I'm not going through pain and suffering from everybody else's weaknesses. And I am not going to start promising and doing things to create my self-stress. So therefore, when it's done, it's done. And everything is nearly done, and some things aren't done, and when they're not done, but I'm not stressing about it, because they'll get done, because there's no such thing as time and space. Everything is what it is, so enjoy your life. I guess that's it, guys, really. I hope this gobbledygook made some sense to you today. I don't know where it came from, but I just felt I wanted to share that with you today. So I guess whatever you're doing in life, don't put pressure on yourself. You know what? You've got the rest of your life to live, so why put pressure on yourself? You're here for a long, long time. You might as well enjoy yourself, which I try and do every day. Okay, guys, love you all from my heart to yours. If I see a nice message that touches my heart for one reason or another, no reason why, but if something just touches me, I'm going to gift you a nice little present. Just hang on. Ooh, I like this one. I had this lovely wrapped and oh, isn't that gorgeous? So this is a crystal of inner peace. It basically, in fact, it's perfect. So it's obvious that this video is made for you, somebody on there. When you write the message, this is coming to you because I've worked with this. This has a deep inner peace to it. So, well, what have we just been talking about? Really, we've been talking about trying to create our life in a peaceful way so we have inner peace. So perfect crystal for it, because that's exactly what this crystal does. Brings calm, inner peace and balance. So yeah, good luck if you're the one that spirit chooses. Love you all. Have a great evening. Take care, guys, from my heart to yours. Bye.